Good afternoon, traders. It's 1:47 on Friday, but I'm going to release this video tomorrow on Saturday, so I hope you're all having a great weekend and you had a good week trading. So why is 7% the magic number for your cash account? Well, if you want to be able to take advantage of all three market sessions, meaning the pre-market, intraday, and aftermarket, so from 4 a.m. all the way to 8 p.m., 5 days a week, then you're going to need cash settled for all three of those sessions, right? The problem with that is that cash account funds take 2 business days to settle. So here's an example. If you trade on Monday, meaning that you bought and sold a stock, you won't have access to those funds until Wednesday around 7 a.m. That's a rough estimate because it depends, I think, on the broker and the day. I've seen my funds available sometimes as early as 6:15 a.m., sometimes as late as around 8 a.m. So that means that if you want to trade in the pre-market, you're not going to be able to trade for the first few hours. You know, let's say you got up early and you see a runner moving, you might not have any settled funds to take advantage of that. So the solution, you have to figure out first how many trades do you want to take each session. I like to take 2 trades per session for many reasons, but that's my favorite number, 2 trades per session. So if you want to have enough money to be able to take 2 trades per session, we'll use my example. You can insert whatever number you want in there of equal position size, then that's a total of 6 trades per day, right? Because you have 3 different sessions, the pre-market, the intraday, the aftermarket, times 2 trades per day, you get 6 trades. So if it takes 2 days to settle, you just divide the account by 2 days times the number of day trades, right? So in this case, you would divide by 12, right? Because 2 times 6 is 12. You divide your account up by 12, but that's wrong. Why is that wrong? Because you'll not have enough money on the 3rd day if you want to take advantage of that pre-market between 4 and 7, maybe as late as 8 a.m. Because remember I told you that the funds don't settle until around that 7 a.m. mark. So what's the solution to that? So here I just wrote the equation out in words, but we'll make it simpler in just a second. So you divide your account by first, you have to figure this out, then you divide your account. So 2 days times the number of trades plus the number of trades that you want to take each session. So this whole thing ends up with a formula for position size. So this is an example, well actually this is the formula for the number of trades. All right, because here it says 2 days times the number of trades plus the number of trades you take each session. So right now we're just looking at how do you get your number of trades? 2 days times n number of trades per day. So for me that's 12 plus n trades per session. So the number of trades that I want to take each session is 2, right? So here's the example. I want to be able to take 2 trades every session no matter what time it is. So my number of trades, this thing we're trying to figure out here, is 2, that's the number of days that it takes for the funds to settle, times 6, that's the number of total trades that I want to take every day, and the number of trades that I want to be able to take every session no matter what time it is a day. So I get 14, not 12, right? And that's just because we have to add that 2 there so that we always have funds available for that 3rd day early in the pre-market. So now we've figured out the number of trades. So in order to have settled cash available for 2 trades per session every day, you have to figure out your position size, right? You want to take the same position size on every single trade. That way you know you're always going to have the same amount of money available for each trade in each session. There's a double benefit to that. If you take the same position size on every single trade, your risk is always the same. So you're never going to have a trade that blows up your account. And of course, you're never going to have a trade that grows your account by some exorbitant amount either, but that doesn't really work in the long run anyway. So here's the formula for position size. Your total account divided by your number of trades. Simple as that. We already figured out the number of trades. So for me, that's going to be 14 down here. And then the way that I like to do my total account, you can put in the number if you want, your dollar amount, but I like to take position size based on percentage. This works either way though. So since I like to do percentage, I'm going to do position size is equal to 100%, so that's my total account size, you can put, $1,000 or whatever your account size in there is. If you have, say you have $5,200, that's what you would put here if you want to get the dollar amount. But for me, I like to do percentage. So dividing my entire account by the number of trades. So that means my position size for every single trade is going to be 7.14%. That's the exact number, but in the brokerage account, you can only do even numbers, or whole numbers, I should say. So my position size is 7%. So you see I have it set up to anytime I put in a buy order, it's going to be 7% of my account. If you want to figure out the dollar amount, like how much money am I going to be trading, then you look at your buying power, not your settled cash or anything like that. This is different than this number for me because I have a long-term investment that I'm holding. But just look at your buying power, not your net account value. That's how the percentage thing works anyway. It works off your buying power. And then you multiply that times the percentage. So 244.73 times 0.07. And that's $17.13. So that means every single trade, while my account is this size, is going to be $17.13. Of course, as the dollar amount goes up and down, so will my position size dollar-wise, but it's always going to be 7% of my account. So the cool thing about that, besides it keeping your risk the same, is that as your account grows, your position size grows automatically. So you don't have to worry about, when is the right time to scale up. If you're making money, your account is going to automatically scale up for you if you're taking position size based on percentage. So that's the way I like to do it. If you guys have any questions about this, let me know in the comment section below. And I think I showed you everything. Yeah. So that's it. So I know it was a little bit mathy, but hey, we're talking about dollars here and money, and you have to do a little bit of math to make this stuff work. So hope you got something out of it. Let me know in the comment section below. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys on Monday.